The world was rendering while you were waking up. You played Zomboid to distract yourself from the numerous graphical glitches.
The graphical glitches was that someone turned up the depth of field to like 2 meters. Couldn't
Are you
see
sure it was
anything.
that and not that your hand looked like claymation?
Yes. Yes, I am very sure.
Look, man, sometimes your render distance gets bugged out and you need a special device in order to fix it called glasses.
It's too bad I don't have any of those. It's a buff item whenever you're playing on hard mode.
That's right. You need a monocle.
Shut up!
You need a monocle. I'm
No.
not gonna shut up.
No.
You need a monocle.
No. No.
What, do you only have a problem with one eye?
Yes, I'm nearsighted and only my right eye.
Then yeah, Andrus is right.
No. No, I won't accept it. I'm not gonna become the fancy mud crab. I won't do it.
Your cavern character already has a hat.
No!
Look, seriously, there's like
Listen,
3 different monocles in the
it's-
fucking mod pack.
It's
I
a
can make you
cowboy
one.
hat. It's not a top hat yet. We haven't gotten there. It's not there yet. All right. If anything,
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be.
so I've been
I'm gonna
drawing
be.
it wrong?
No. Well, yes.
haven't-
Currently, you are. You gotta wait. It's a growing thing.
You haven't gotten to your ball humbug stage as
Yeah.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
No talk.
Hold on. Are you growing your hat? Like, is the
No.
hat part of you?
No. It just at a certain point I ditched the cowboy hat, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm waiting for rats to be added because rats has a top hat.
When his
You need-
contact lenses, it changes your iris color with one eye only. Sora becomes the anime protagonist.
I'm not writing
Name
anything
one
down.
anime protagonist with heterochromia.
I know I've know one, but I can't remember their damn name.
I know Spike Spiegel has a robotic eye, but that's not natural heterochromia.
I know one, but I can't remember their name. I'm so pissed. Damn it.
Shoto Todoroki also doesn't count.
I'm not talking about that one. Besides, I didn't
I
even
don't watch anime.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
know
remember.
shit.
I didn't even remember that because it's been so long since I watched My Hero Academia. After I think like season 2, I just tuned out. I was done. I think it was season 2. I don't know. Whatever point Bakugo does the weird plank maneuver with fast. God damn it, I can't remember the thing. The stupid ass, like, babe, I'm home alone meme. Hold up.
Okay, I've got a list of characters with heterochromia. Kakashi Hatake.
I don't think, is that natural either? Because technically it's an ability, the
Nope.
reason why.
It's
No, it's not, no, it
was
doesn't
a
count because it's not his eye.
It's a transplanted eye. Mei Misaki, which actually maybe. Lelouch Lamperouge, also an ability. CL Phantom Hive, deal with the devil.
Does it matter if it's natural? I mean... Yes? I guess? I don't know. I don't know the rules of this.
Listen, if
Because
you're
other-
gonna have a contact
okay.
eye, contact is
Let-
not gonna be
let's-
natural.
Let's be clear, right? Heterochromia is a characteristic. Making a deal with the devil that causes a change in the eye isn't heterochromia, it's making a deal with the devil.
Okay, by that logic, what Kakashi has is also not heterochromia because they just stole someone's eye. It's
Yeah, I
not
just
even
said that.
theirs.
I said that earlier. It's a transplanted eye and therefore isn't heterochromia.
Oh, I thought you were saying it wasn't. Sorry.
I understand none of this. But go on.
Okay. Heterochromia is the strange characteristic of having 2 eyes of different colors.
Okay, I get that bit. I just don't get the weep shit.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it would be great if we could, go through this, like, the day before and, like, put together a bunch of images so that Sora can throw them up on screen, but oh well.
I'm not gonna do that.
Hold on, what did you do?
I'm not gonna do that. If you think I'm going to type out all of these names and throw them on screen, you are dead wrong. I will not be doing that.
No. We do it in post. We make the VODs have the embellishments.
You can have the VODs.
Alright, send them to me.
I will send you all 13 streams later. Sorry, all 12 streams.
Remember, there was a lost topic right at the beginning.
Lost topic is only for the cool people who showed up when it happened. All 7 people. I think that's wild. There's a stream, like, if Lost Topic ever blows up, right? There is one stream that'll be, like, an exclusive access club that can say they saw the first Lost Topic. An exclusive, like, 10 to 7 people. Does Dogmeat from Fallout count as a protagonist? They have heterochromia. They're a main character, technically.
But that's not anime.
Yeah, it's not anime, though. Well, I mean, if you ask Steam, they'll say it's anime, but... I genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean that. For some reason, for a while, right? My Steam constantly put Fallout 4 and Skyrim under the anime tab.
Okay, listen, it can be if you download the proper mods. I'm not gonna say right mods because...
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Skyrim did not have an anime mod. It had an anime race mod after it was removed. That was made after it was removed from that category. Not before. Alright? I want to keep that clear.
Also, okay. When we were... Okay, speaking of anime, whenever we were stress testing a new tavern pack, fucking... What was it? Grimoire of Gaia or something like that you requested we put in. The fucking anime girls.
Yeah.
We might have to remove that because they act like mini-bosses and they spawn like zombies.
That's the point. They're hard. They're
They
supposed to
show
be...
up everywhere!
Yes, you're supposed to fight them.
I got ambushed by frog girls. It was awful.
That sounds like a you problem.
That
Also,
sounds like the start to a different anime that both Sora and I were watching, Konosuba.
No.
It was awful.
Don't remove it. Honestly, it's a good mod, because, Atris, you were saying you wanted the new pack to be a lot harder, right?
I do. I want it to...
Then keep
I don't want
Grimoire
to
of
get
Gaia.
beaten up by anime women.
But Xena might.
No, she doesn't.
Don't worry. Did you activate your vampirism to the highest level? Because that's what you're going to start with.
Oh shit, I am?
Yeah, people are going to be keeping certain traits. Yeah. Because it's a transport. It's not like, reset entirely.
Yeah. Unrelated, right? Mostly unrelated. At least to... No, not unrelated. Completely related. Grimoire of Gaia is supposed to be... Grimoire of Gaia is supposed to be hard, because everyone keeps asking for Lycanites, right? And I thought, you know what? If people want Lycanites so bad, just give them the light version of that. Right? Grimoire of Gaia is the closest we're going to get to an in-between for that problem, because Lycanites is bull. It is one of the worst mods for difficulty, because it's not difficult, it's just unfair. Grimoire of Gaia is somewhat fair, because, like Tired said, they spawn like zombies, so just place torches.
No. I walk into a swamp, get ambushed by like 5 different half-block tall frog girls, and I die instantly. I got jumped.
What were you wearing?
Ha ha ha! You got jumped by frogs. Ha ha ha!
What
I
armor
was
were you
wearing
wearing?
iron armor. Iron armor.
One that's probably because of the volume of them. There were 3. So, 2. Iron armor.
It was more than 3. It was an excessive number of frog anime girls, okay? Let me tell you, that mod needs to go.
Or I
No.
could just configure it so that they don't spawn as often.
Yeah. Preferably, like, certain mobs, right? So, like, certain mobs that spawn in the overworld. I think the only mobs that need to get, like, dumbed down so that they spawn less and less, right, are Banshees and the Frog Girls. Because I do remember that. I played with Gaia before. Frog Girls and the Banshees spawned like wildfire and were unfair compared to some.
I just don't want to get ambushed again.
You're not. If we turn down the spawns, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Listen, I don't want to have to send the fucking Dracontian Horde after
We're-
goddamn frog girls.
We're telling you right now that you will not.
Thank you. 'Cause that
They
was pain.
will be dumbed down. The most you'll find in an entire swamp is probably 1.
Wipe the fuckers off the face of the earth.
No. Mainly because I think they also drop slime balls. So, that's probably going to help someone.
Probably
Besides-
Boomy.
Besides, one big thing I want to point out. How many, like, biome-locked creatures are there in the game?
Not a lot.
Exactly. Some of these are biome-locked, which make it interesting. The only biome-locked creatures I know of are slimes, and that's only because in, you know, swamps, they spawn above ground instead of in slime chunks at the bottom. Right?
Vampire barons only spawn in vampire forests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a mob.
Husks and strays. Yeah, they only spawn in, say, snow biomes and deserts.
Polar bears and pandas and parrots and shit.
Yeah, but
And
those can spawn.
ocelots.
Those can spawn in modded biomes, for the most
Yeah,
part.
that's fair. That's fair.
So they're more widespread. I think it would be nice to have, say, the Frog Girls for the swamps, to make, you know, something more interesting about them, because God knows they need something. When's the last time
I
you've
just
gone
don't wanna
into a
have to-
swamp for something besides slime balls? Which you don't even get because you don't need slime balls because of the islands.
I don't want to have to hunt tiny children.
Okay, when's the last time you went into a swamp for a reason? Instead of
Hunt
just-
for the Crimson Cult.
Okay, besides doing that, because you can do that in any biome.
I was looking for the kill box.
What? You know, I'm
Remember
not-
that one plot point that I
Oh.
did nothing with?
Keep it with nothing. Keep that plot point at nothing. No.
I'm confused.
For a while, Xena was theorizing that the Crimson Cult was putting Revelia in a kill box. Because I kept finding portals around the border of Revelia.
Well, yeah, but also, you know, everybody moved away from Revelia, so, you know, what's the point in attacking Revelia if you can't do some damage?
You see, that was before the battle.
Ah.
And, you know, the trial.
The battle that lasted a whole 30 seconds.
Okay, once you got there and started exploding things, I was jumping between dimensions because God was trying to kill me.
What? Hang on. What? I'm talking about the voting thing where we were like talking. We were having a trial for Apollo, and then like,
Oh, I was talking about the thing that led to that.
oh,
With the Morshui.
huh. Okay.
Alright. You wanna...
Anyways,
Okay, I actually do have a big topic here, right? That might be pretty interesting. Mainly because it's gaming and, you know, it was pretty popular, right? Way back, I want to say in 2018 and before, right?
Mhm.
Toys to Life games.
what?
Does anyone remember Toys to Life games?
Mm-mm.
So, like, Amiibo. Those kind of things.
Oh God!
Those
Murder them with
fuckers.
fire.
Hmm? So say Skylanders and Disney Infinity.
God, that was a thing.
It was a thing. And you're talking to someone who vehemently still loves Skylanders, even if they're a money pit.
The character
I-
designs are cool, but
Listen. I hate Disney Infinity, right? For a good reason, for once. I actually do have reasons for still liking Skylanders, but vehemently hating Disney Infinity. Don't forget
Lego Worlds.
Okay, Lego Worlds.
Dimensions. Yep, Lego
Leg-
Dimensions.
Lego Dimensions. Okay, Lego Dimensions actually was still cool because it was Lego packs. You were actually building stuff still. So you were getting a Lego toy and also a Toys to Life game. So there was something there. There was a reason I liked at least, you know, somewhat Lego Dimensions and, what was it? Skylanders. And I vehemently despised all of the Disney Infinity games. There was a good reason. Because with Skylanders and Lego Dimensions, there was some kind of story there, right? There was something there. Not to mention that, you know, Disney Infinity wasn't just Disney, or not Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions wasn't just, you know, shows and stuff, right? It was almost everything. They had freaking, like, what was it, Batman? They had Portal.
I know they had a Portal pack.
Yeah, Portal. They had all the Doctor Who stuff, which was really cool. And just generally a lot of good fan service, right?
Yeah.
Where in Disney Infinity, you were literally just playing out the same stories over and over again. You were just playing you were playing through crappy versions of pre-existing stories.
Lego Star Wars.
I want to punt you.
Your argument applies.
Well, yes,
to
it
that
does.
franchise.
It does. I think there was only one. Like, I think it comes from pure enjoyment out of the game, right? Like the actual in-game gameplay, right? Where Disney Infinity did not have that.
Okay.
Everything I remembered in Disney Infinity was just god awful.
So it was less about like exploring the level and more like hack and slash bullshit.
Not
right?
only was it unoriginal because it was the same stories, right? Just popular
Right.
movies ported into a gameplay format, but the gameplay format was ass.
I see. So Shark Tales, the PS2 version.
Pretty much. Whereas Lego Dimensions actually did have some unique stories, and Skylanders was a completely unique story. Par the fact that it was a spin-off from Spyro. You know, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
While Skylanders, I still remember playing Skylanders, right? A lot. I wouldn't trade out the money I spent on Skylanders for the world, because those memories are still worth it. Every minute I spent in that game was heaven on earth. Because it was fun. It was fun and it was engaging. It was a stupid, good idea. And I can't really fault them for it. They found a good niche, and it worked. They found something that had never been done before, and everyone else was like, oh, well, damn. Some did it better than others. I.e. Amiibo being spawned because of Skylanders.
Was Amiibo... Hang on.
Amiibo was inspired by Skylanders.
No,
Skylanders
I was
original.
asking if... Okay, yes, but are you... you said some did it better than others.
I'm not saying Amiibo aren't good.
Okay.
I'm okay with Amiibo. I don't think, they have much of a purpose other than, in-game bonuses and jazz like that, right?
Right.
But they're okay. It's better than basing an entire game off of it, and then locking, a 100% of said game behind that.
Yeah, that is a problem.
That's where I know Skylanders got a lot of criticism from. It's one big thing. Which sucked, but still, meh.
I can't really talk on the subject. I never got Toys to Life toys.
Yeah, no, that was after I had grown out of that age, like the targeted age group by the time that stuff debuted.
Wait, I'm sorry for asking, Cena, how old are you?
18.
18? No, no, it was still prevalent when you were a child. It was still prevalent when I was a child.
It
At least
was.
I think it was.
It was good stuff. It's good stuff.
Okay, then let me think of a different way to phrase it. My exposure to it was at a
Limited.
point where I was just too old to really give a shit.
I see. I still remember, right, all like the craze around it from like YouTube and stuff. When it was out, and then it's so weird because it's just gone. Like it was in and out, but somehow it spanned over like 7 years, right? Something like that. But just
We're gonna be doing this 7 years from now, and Among Us is just gonna be gone.
Exactly. It's in and out. It's here. It's stupid popular, and then it's gone. Okay, how many times, right? Like you remember, like a month ago, not a month ago, couple of months ago, when you would show like any image, right, and someone could say that looks like Among Us, right? How many times have you
That
seen that
still
recently?
happens.
It still happens, but is it as frequent as it was?
I don't know, because the only time I see it is with a group of friends that are absolute degenerates and beat a dead horse over and over again.
So
Hello,
I feel
hello,
like
potato.
Among
potato,
Us
you're in that
is
group.
going to die out really quickly.
It's I give
faster
it.
than it
I give
faster
it
than
2
it should.
years.
It's a good game, but it was just memed to death.
You know what though?
Like,
I think it will have a second wind for a bit, right? It's gonna have a
yeah,
second wind.
once the toxic community is gone.
No, I mean it's going to have a second win regardless if the toxic community leaves because it's getting a VR game.
Oh no. You're kidding.
I'm not. It's got a trailer. I can literally bring it up on stream. I know I'm in the godforsaken group, but I'm not that much of a degenerate. You
Yeah, I
can't,
know.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the squinty eyes, right?
So
Press X
My-
to doubt.
my
Yeah,
worry,
I'm
right?
playing LA Noir currently.
Every single franchise needs its memes.
Yeah.
It's like oxygen to a franchise and a community.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Among Us crew, the Among Us community, it was almost like, hang on,
Among Us,
There-
it depends
was
on how
too
it got.
much oxygen.
Exactly.
It was too much oxygen. I
Exactly.
don't know what the term is for that, where you don't get enough nitrogen, just too much pure oxygen.
It's
I
like
think you actually get hypoxic.
you know what it is. Hold up. It's like whenever a fire's starting, right, and you're blowing on it, right? At the start, it adds flame to it. But if you put too much, if you blow on it too much, eventually it'll just start going out instead. You get what I mean?
Right.
Intensity.
I think it's true, I suppose. But I think the
Intensity and
the problem
quality, really.
well, no, yes and no. So when you're blowing on a fire, you're not
I
only
mean, in
blowing
this,
air.
I think
you're
no, I mean that in the way of just the memes, how it keeps the game moving. Intensity and quality of said memes, like Deltarune. Deltarune and I guess Undertale to a lesser extent because I'm pretty sure it's falling into the same dumpster fire that Among Us is getting.
I don't think so, actually. See, I feel like Undertale and Deltarune were
More
more,
so
of a slow
Undertale.
burn. Well, Undertale has lasted almost, what was it, almost a decade? Or was
Yes,
it
but
how
it's
old is
getting
it?
2015.
2015. Okay, so it recently had its 5-year anniversary. Recent-ish. That's more than can be said for Among Us.
Yeah.
Undertale is still popular, even if it's, toxic. But it's not going to die out anytime soon.
God.
And I think actually, I think that's more.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. God, there was a lockbox sitting in the back of my brain, and you just opened it. Oh no, I've remembered every last horrible Undertale thing that I've ever heard. Oh no. Oh.
I am the keeper of keys. I'll unlock
Listen,
doors even if you
That's
don't want them
drink on my
open.
audio.
No. I mean this in a serious way. Like, you know, controversies and stuff that happen with games, like, oh, Undertale fan did this, or oh, Among Us fan did that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
I just remembered a lot of those memories, and oh God, oh,
At least we
no.
didn't have somebody who killed their family claiming to be, Frisk.
Yeah, but we did have someone who gave an artist a cookie filled with needles because they didn't support the ship.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, shame on the artist for, accepting food from a stranger.
It was at a
One.
convention, I think.
Shame on the artist for accepting food from a stranger at a convention!
Yeah. But you want the story? You want the story?
I am afraid.
Alright, so the story was, there was a pretty popular ship back when Undertale was, first 2 years-ish of Undertale being out, right?
What was
It was Sans and Toriel. Yeah, it's still pretty popular today, and it's even somewhat-ish canon now.
Ish.
Ish, because-
I was friendly with your mom last night.
I-
Ooh, I think that's a little more than ish.
Then again, it could just be a your mom joke from Sans, I don't know. 'Cause
Maybe.
Sans doesn't even know the kid. It was literally heavily implied that they've never met before. I think it was joked about because they wouldn't. Sans just moved in. Anyways, like I said, there was a ship when first 2 years of Undertale of Sans and Toriel, right? Oh, thank you for following, Potato. And a bunch of fan art is made of it, as is pretty normal. Welcome to hell, indeed. And this one artist, got a lot of flack for it, even though it's really simple. It was a very toxic place. They got a lot of hate for it. And they went to a convention, right? And was showing off the art. Someone had gone there and gave them, like I said, a cookie filled with needles. I don't know if this person was arrested or not, right? I hope so. But the motive was discovered, and it was because of, what was it? The Undertale ship and just disagreement. And I don't understand how it escalates that far, but god damn.
Well, when people are so uninteresting that they have to look to fictional characters' lives and, relationships, that's pretty much their entire existence.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
The realm of, what was it? Sans fangirls, right? Is a horrifying realm.
I do not want to go. I do not want the conversation to go there.
I've seen one too many Flip-a-Clip videos.
What the fuck is a Flip-a-Clip?
I think it's some kind of animation software.
Yeah, it is. Because the gaming community is a load of degenerates. Yep.
I wouldn't say the gaming community is a load of degenerates. I think just degenerates exist in all, in all fields.
All fields except
that's more accurate.
some communities are more open with it than others.
Ooh.
And in some, the percentage of degenerate to normal person is skewed a little.
Uh-huh. Most certainly. I mean, just look at Resident Evil 8. Looks at Roblox.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
No. That's... Okay, well...
If you're about to
it's-
deny anything, I will tell you as a first-hand player who's been playing since they were like 5.
I'm not gonna deny anything.
truth.
It's just
I remember you
It is the
telling us a
truth.
story about how bad Roblox gets
Oh
on a
yeah,
different lost topic.
Did you hear
It's
Roblox is
bad.
back up?
yeah, I did. Which should have stayed down.
Probably.
Stay down. Final warning, please. Don't make me.
I actually played it recently and was very surprised that I couldn't say anything at all.
Was it all hashtags, or could you just not access chat?
It was all hashtags. I typed the word "the" and it hashtagged it.
Yeah.
You mean censored?
Yes.
Welcome to Roblox.
The word "the."
You know what? It's hilarious, right?
THE.
Yes, I know. I got banned for saying gay. I got banned for 3 days.
Oh no.
What's funnier is they claim to support LGBT, and I wasn't even saying it as like an insult. I was literally explaining something. Claims to
Yeah, the
support the,
problem with
LGBT.
auto moderation is that
Bans people for saying
okay.
gay.
Claims to support the LGBT. 90% of all corporations out there during June.
corporate pandering month.
At least it is as bad as the NFT community. Roblox is a place. Yes. I think it's just hilarious, because I'm pretty sure people are still getting banned for it. Which is just utterly hilarious. Has, you know, Pride stuff in the shop that you can buy. Can't explain what it is. Genius. Alternatively,
Has
you know...
Pride stuff does not allow you to express your sexuality.
Hmm?
Wow.
You know what's even funnier, right? You know
Wow.
what's even funnier?
It's like the
No,
Mormon
no, no.
church.
Hold up,
Sorry,
hold up, hold up. What's even funnier about all of this, right, is that they've added voice chat now,
Oh no.
right?
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
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 Listen. You have to verify your age with an ID to get access to it. Meaning you have to be over the age of, what is it, 13? Around, above the age of 18, I think it is. Can't remember what. 13 to 18, I can't remember what it was. By that point, right, you'd think, oh, okay, so only people, you know, with voice chat can hear other people in voice chat. I think that is how it is. If it's not, it confuses me why you'll still get banned for saying words. Because if people in chat can't hear you, and only people above the age of 13 to 18, right, can use it, why are people still getting banned for saying things people of that age should be able to hear? If people who don't, you know, aren't signed up to that, right, can hear you, right, a little bit understandable. Turn it off.
What's really annoying, right, is, wow, that's your solution? You do realize that people are just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to use my mom's, you know, verification thing. You know, it's her credit card, her ID. Yay, now I can tell people on the internet that they're wankers.
You know what? If, right? There's an exchange that I'm hoping to see one day, right?
Oh.
If you have voice chat, right, people who aren't signed up can hear you talking, right? If that is how it works, I am waiting for some, like, kid, right? This emo kid, right? Because there was a thing way back before voice chat was added, right? Where these stupid-ass kids, right, trying to be edgy and cool, would say mic up, you know? Give you their Discord and crap. Or, you know, implying to, you know, give them your Discord. So that, you know, that you can argue and crap. I cannot wait for the exchange of someone doing that, and instead of immediately going to Discord, the person just unmutes their mic. And you get the ninja clip screaming at the kid in H1Z1.
What?
Oh, have you never heard the ninja clip?
Who's Ninja?
No?
Oh wait, no, I know who Ninja is. God, I forgot that they were a creator. Because they
Oh,
don't
that's
really...
Oh, that's it. You're getting this clip.
So back
I'm
when Fortnite was a
afraid.
thing, there was a dude called Ninja. And all the tweakers...
Oh, I remember my brother talking about that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
just...
god.
All right,
Okay, I have a story of
an.
I have a story of an overprivileged kid after this, but go ahead.
Since I'm pretty sure most people in chat have probably heard the ninja clip, right? I'm gonna send it to Just Tired.
I am afraid.
But I haven't seen it.
Oh, then I'll
think.
put it in Lost Topic then. Give me the damn clip. There.
Anyways, while this is happening, right? So, I was in Target looking for a replacement keyboard, right?
Yeah?
And I just hear this whiny ass kid, you know, just like begging their mom for a keyboard, right? And I'm like, okay, that's weird. They wanted a Razer keyboard. A really expensive Razer keyboard. What was
Yeah?
it, like $400 or something? I forget the
Jesus
actual
Christ.
price. But
Okay,
I was like,
I don't get the idea of getting a Razer keyboard that's like $400. Spend it on headphones or something.
well,
if
so
anything.
here's the great thing, right? I went to talk to this kid. I was like, hey, why do you want this keyboard? And it's just like, it's what Ninja uses. And I'm like, well, yeah, but a keyboard isn't gonna make you good. Yes, it will. No, no, it won't. Like, for example, what do you play on? I play on a MacBook.
Well, there's your problem.
I literally looked at them, looked at their mother, and then said, right, so, if you really want to get good, forget the keyboard, save up and buy a computer. A MacBook isn't a computer, it's just a smartphone, but you can't put it in your pocket.
Yep.
Alright?
Did the kid just pick up the keyboard and walk away?
Yes. It was pretty much okay, not in that many words, but in like I explained, oh Jesus Christ. I explained to them why it's important that they have the equipment. Right? That they have things that actually allow them to do what they want to do. You want to stream? Great. You need more processor power than a MacBook can afford.
You want to do anything? Buy a computer.
You want to do anything?
I have a MacBook. Get a computer.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was like I explained to them, right, that you know I told them I'm a creator. I'm someone on YouTube.
That's why
Here's
they
what
ignored
you're
you.
going. Well, yeah, whatever. But like I could tell that I was reaching through to their mother, who was like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." But that's horrendously expensive, and you know it was this kid's birthday, right? This kid was like 7, and you're spending $200, $300, $400 on them. I don't even. But
Exorbitant amount for what was being asked of.
it's a ridiculous amount, and I can almost guarantee that this kid isn't going to be able to, you know, use the optical switches that this thing came with. The response time of that keyboard is utterly wasted on a MacBook.
Sometimes, I was talking about this, right? To a family member.
Yes.
I always thought that I just had a problem with my siblings, right? My younger siblings. And I was just like, man, I don't know why I really dislike them, right? Because I would constantly get in arguments with them and stuff, right? And then I was just like, I don't know why I don't like them. You know, and I tried to be nicer, and I just realized, man, I just really don't like you. I don't know why. It's nothing really against you. I just don't really like you. I don't know why. Right?
And then they got older.
And then one of my siblings got older, and I stopped disliking them as much. I was like, okay, I don't know why I disliked you for so long. Let's talk more. And we did. And I started watching, what was it? The Walking Dead, right?
Uh-huh.
And midway through watching it, right, through the prison arc, my brain just suddenly, it clicked in my brain why I disliked my siblings. I don't dislike my siblings. I just hate kids. Like, my brain, I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment. Like, something in my head, like, a gear just started turning. I just absolutely despise children. Damn, bro. It took me that long.
I don't despise children, I despise children of Karens.
You see, that's the difference between you and me. I just hate children. We're not the same.
Fair enough. We are not the same.
We are not the same. You hate
I don't know
children
about-
of Karens. I hate
I
children.
don't discriminate in my hatred.
I believe in true equality.
Every child gets punted.
If I punch one child, you bet your ass I'm gonna punch the next I see.
God, we're horrible.
What's
people.
worse, child of a Karen or a Karen, though? I'd have to say, Karen. Because you have not seen the same videos I have seen if you think it's the same. Because most of the videos I've seen of Karens with their children, right? The children are embarrassed to be around their mother when they're doing this stuff. Meaning they have some modicum of brain in there. Because most of the time, that is how it is. And it sucks.
So, one thing that I, jeez, somebody told me this really, really wise thing, and it was, if you are embarrassed about your parents and about your grandparents,
Yeah.
and if watching a show where certain things are portrayed embarrasses you, it means that you've grown beyond it, and that you understand why it's wrong.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
Unfortunately for me, I get embarrassed whenever there's relationship crap on the screen.
I see.
Yeah, secondhand embarrassment is definitely a thing that I.
Yeah, but it's mainly like even like the really schmaltzy stuff. I just don't like it. I think that's
Fair.
called cringe.
There you go. You have the audio now.
Cringe is a real word.
I think you killed her.
Cringe is a very real word. That was cringeworthy. Oh, that makes me cringe.
Yeah, no, Sora's gone.
Oh god. You couldn't hear it, but I bet stream could.
Nope.
Oh, that was a cough laugh.
I don't know why you
it's-
guys are laughing.
There's a
Mainly
juxtaposition
because
of you saying a word like poggers or cringe that is unmatched by any other.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just like whiplash.
Well, I don't think you quite understand. Cringe is a real word.
I understand, but,
But
the
it's
content,
been-
but like
It's
The
been
way that it's
modernized.
interpreted in modern
Yeah,
speech.
it's been modernized and changed for most people's vocabularies to something that most people don't say anymore because it's been oversaid by other people. So now it's ironically used, and god damn, that is some serious whiplash. Yeah, tired.
So, in other words, just because it's used popularly, you don't expect it to be used correctly.
Yes.
welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet, where if you're truly
The fact-
cultured,
and also-
pop culture makes no sense.
And also the fact that you said it like you didn't know what it meant previously. That made it a lot funnier, I think.
That's a good clip.
I'm saving it.
But no, I was trying to be funny by saying it like I didn't know what it was, because you know that's a comedy routine, pretending like you don't know something.
Shut up,
and
you
then,
don't.
You know, linking it. What?
You don't. Don't ruin it.
Okay.
Stop explaining it.
All right.
Leave it how it is.
Fine. I like to explain things.
No, that's the whole point. You can't explain the Joker. It's not funny anymore.
Fine.
That's like a basic ass rule. What? You know about the rules of three, but don't explain the damn joke?
But I like explaining things, even if it ruins everything.
Oh, ow, ow.
Oh no. I'm killing them.
Sorry, you force feeding me sunflower seeds?
Wait, what?
I mean, I have some on my desk.
I do too. I have 2 bags. They're good. They're the really salty kind.
Ah,
I can't eat seeds.
cardiovascular issues.
What?
Oh,
No.
sorry. Salt can cause hypertension.
No, that's not the reason why. I have a very weird jaw structure that I inherited from my father.
Also,
My
the
jaw is
reason
all
I
sorts of
was-
fucked up.
the reason I'm coughing is not because of the salt. The reason I'm coughing is because I keep getting a piece of the shell lodged in my throat.
Ugh.
You know, like like how it chips off sometimes, the shell, and it turns into just this little line? Like a little string, little spike, it just goes straight down.
I'm very careful with my sunflower seeds. Why are we talking about eating sunflower seeds all of a sudden?
Because
Anyways,
they're
Because Sora
delicious.
almost died to one. Oh, speaking of almost dying to things, I told you guys about the different, like, 5 different instances that I've cheated death, right?
yes. Do you have another one to add?
No, I was just making sure that I filled you in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then.
I don't think I've told Potato.
Fired.
Okay, Potato, I've told you about the ATV incident. I haven't told you about the time that my head almost got cut in half, right?
Hot damn, that's a juxtaposition.
Turd. Potato, listen, you're not the only one who bleeds randomly, okay? That sounded really bad. Listen, alright? So, when I was in theater, I did construction for the
Thank
school
you for the
theater.
host. Mega fight.
Potato says I need a rap, you know, mattress. Shut up. When I worked in on the construction team for my high school theater class, we were doing a production of a play called Poe's Midnight Dreary. And at one point, there was a section from The Black Cat. Dude hangs a cat.
Oh.
Oh. I was in charge of building the door frame that they were gonna hang the dude. We didn't actually hang a cat. We hung a dude in a morph suit and cat ears. We literally hung a cat boy. That's not the weirdest.
Weird time to get a
That's
cake
not
ball
the
at.
weirdest thing that happened. It's not the weirdest thing
Oh
that
my
happened.
god, you guys killed cats before killing cats was cool.
Okay.
I got a cake
So,
ball.
Cat-
I had to
Cat-
go up
Cats
into the
the
props
musical.
loft, right? There was a section of the theater called the props loft. It was an elevated area to the right side, well, stage right of the theater. And there was a ladder that you had to climb up there, and the place was cluttered as shit. I had to go up there to find a noose. I found 3. But while I was up there looking, I bumped into something. And I hear it clattering, and I turn to look, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? And I just see a sharp, like a wedge of metal coming straight for my face. And I fucking, like, matrixed that shit.
Oh.
Narrowly escaping.
You are
And mind
living. You are living in the final. You are living in the Final Destination universe, dude.
Listen, okay? I matrixed that shit. Turns out that was a real axe because the carpentry class left that up there for some reason. The carpentry class is normally on the other end of the building. But for some fucking reason, some dipshit carpentry student decided, yeah, no, I'm gonna leave this super sharp real axe in the props loft in an elevated area in the theater where there is no lights and you stumble around in the dark.
Like I said, you're living in the Final Destination universe.
Why does
Have
it
you-
sound like they were intentionally trying to kill someone?
Honestly, with the carpentry kids and the theater kids, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Another near-death
you need
story.
to look at the GTA 5 update. It's very legit. No.
So another near-death story was when I was 10, 12, maybe. I was riding an ATV with my father out in the middle of nowhere.
That's me, carpentry and theater. Oh, the ambassador is here.
Time to Russian death. Wee. Okay, Potato is in a fucking clown class. I am not joking. Like actual like theatrical clowning. But anyways, he's actually pretty good at it. But anyways, I was on an ATV with my father, out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, because my dad's
Unit.
family lives out in the mountains, and my uncle had an ATV. And actually, no, I wasn't 10. I was like 8, because I was still small. So I would sit in my father's lap between the handlebars and him, and he would drive, and I would just hold my handles. Well, apparently, my tiny little baby thigh pressed the accelerate button at one point when we were driving. You know, this wouldn't be an issue. My father would be able to handle it. But for some reason, it was at a point when we were going up a hill. ATV turns, smacks the side of a tree, flips over. I ended up underneath, and my dad ends up about 6 meters away, with a dislocated ankle, but that happens with him all the time. He was fine. I walked away without a fucking scratch. Now, if I had died, the nearest not if I
If I had died.
if I had gotten injured, the nearest hospital was about 2 hours away. I wouldn't have lived. So that's another incident which I brushed with death. 2 other incidents were medical related: ruptured appendix and bilateral pulmonary embolism, which is when both your lungs fill with blood clots.
I nearly drowned.
Oh? Oh, that's how my father learned how to swim. They tossed him in a river.
What is
Said,
wrong
"Sink or
with your
swim, country
family?"
boy." They literally said, "Sink or swim, country boy."
I mean, you still need to go to
What
the
is
hospital if
wrong
you
with
died,
your
maybe a morgue.
family?
Listen, okay, it's just my father's retired military personnel. You can see where his story starts in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. He learned how to
Actually,
drive on a
it's
tractor.
pronounced Bumfuke. Sorry.
Not where he's from. Where he's from, there's literally poisonous springs. Like, you can't drink groundwater because it will kill you.
What the fuck?
Because there is, I think it's an excess of phosphorus in the water
Might be
that will
sulfur?
kill you. No, it's some kind of weird chemical that normally you would not expect. But
Oh
the city
shit!
is literally,
I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, there's a city named after these poisonous mountain springs. But yeah.
God, like I
Now
said,
you see where I get my chaos from. It's from my father, who lived in the wild for the first 20 years of his life.
Welcome to America, folks. We've got the overly saturated, sorry, not overly saturated, the overly, what's the word? The overly indulged kids, and the kids who are literally thrown into a fucking creek.
there's no in between.
Oh, Potato asked me in chat if I was set on fire before. Yes, I did. When I was 13, I was playing with fire under a candle and I lit my arm on fire. Also, when I was 6, I nearly choked to death on a marble.
You are just living in the Final Destination universe.
Death is my bitch!
No,
No,
death
Death-
is trying to kill you.
Death
just
just wants
failing.
a playdate. Death just wants a playdate. They're lonely.
Motherfuckers getting left on red.
You know what? You know what? I actually, I thought I almost nearly drowned, and that was it. No, I nearly choked to death as well.
Guys, it's not a competition.
I know.
If it is, I'm winning!
So... Three times if... 3 times. 2 times
Hold
at
on,
a water
6.
park. And 1 time in the comfort of my own home on a couch. I nearly choked to death on my couch because my dumbass, at the age of 6, decided to hold a coin over their mouth and got it stuck horizontally in their throat and couldn't even yell for help. Thankfully, though, someone heard the coughs, the tiny itty-bitty coughs, and was able to get it out after about
Good.
10 seconds. There was also the 2 times where I nearly died at a water park. Or at least got severely injured. I was on the rapids, I was very small, and I fell inside, and it took what felt like 15 seconds to pull my head out from under the water. And keep in mind, I was little enough to remember things, but also little enough to not be able to breathe for more than, like, 10 seconds.
Oh, that reminds me of the other time that I've cheated death. When I was riding a roller coaster, my seatbelt wasn't locked properly.
You are just living in the Final Destination world. Death is trying to murder you. There is
That roller
there
coaster
is
went
no
upside down
joke.
twice.
This is no joke. There is no joke. There is no meme. You are just being murdered. You are just trying to be murdered. Death is actively trying to kill you.
It's failing.
Okay, but for how long?
As long as I fucking wanted to.
The second time I nearly died at the water park, same day as well, which was hilarious. You know the wave pools?
Hilarious. Oh dear.
Yeah, got really close to the thing that makes the waves.
Oh no!
no.
You got close to
That
the
thing
blender.
that thing can suck you in.
Not talking about the wave, like the long, the long wave pool, like, rivers, right? Not like just a wave pool. A massive ass river. The hilarious part is, this place was a death trap, alright? I learned about this after the fact of, like, after years of going there, right? It's called Schlitterbahn. Kid got decapitated there. By a slide. That my family went on.
Decapitated.
Yes!
How is
Just
this place not out
right-
of business?
I don't know. It's still open. I could go there now.
That reminds me of a water park near me where a dude straight up just died. Like he went down one of those like drop, like you know those slides that
how
like
do you lose your
don't
head
go
on a
into the
slide?
water?
May I explain how the decapitation story happened?
Sure.
So this place had slides, right? That, the bumpy slides. With certain bits of it having, instead of tubing, right, it has like rope on top of it. Instead of the top of a plastic tube for quote-unquote views and stuff. There is metal poles that are meant to keep the rope in place. But, certain people, right, this kid was, pretty light. So once they hit one of the bumps, the kid went a little too high and lifted a little too far, and flump, their head came rolling down the slide. The other person,
Motherfucker got clotheslined.
yeah, the other person in the what is it? What do they call it? The ring rafts, I guess. I really know how, the tubes, right?
Yeah.
Was injured. Imagine
This is
sitting.
some-
Imagine sitting behind this decapitated child, going down the
For the
slide.
entire way down.
Yeah, and having their
This is
head
some-
sitting in front of you or behind you.
This is some Russian theme park bullshit. What the fuck?
What is America's safety
America's-
standards? Apparently pretty low if Action Park was allowed to start.
Look, there is a place out by where my father lived where children can operate heavy machinery.
Hell
I am not
yes.
joking. It is a place where you can operate forklifts and like those massive like cat digger things. If you are at least 8, you can get a permit and fuck around there. I am not kidding.
I mean, that's how they did in the olden days.
Yeah, no, there was a lot less there's a lot less people with all 4 limbs back then too.
But I think there's a misconception there. A lot of the time, that ended up happening because people didn't know what surgery was and thought you could remove the plague by removing someone's arms.
Yeah.
Potato, we get it, you can speak Russian, stop flexing.
Oh, actually, okay. So there's a thing I wanted to. Hang on, Potato can speak Russian. Okay, where is it? 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 There it is. Can you tell me what? Oh, hang on. Can you tell me what this means? Control C. Uh-oh. Where is the...
I can't. It's this little neat
Oh.
thing called Google Translate. Hey, that's what I
Okay.
do.
You have fooled me for a full fucking year, you motherfucker. I thought you could speak Russian.
Hello?
Atris, they can't speak Russian.
Oh.
You know what's weird,
Oh, well.
right? I'm not gonna demonstrate it because I'm too lazy to go on Google and use Google Translate, right?
Okay.
I can't read it, but for some reason I'm able to fully pronounce properly most German, Russian, and Japanese words.
I just realized something.
But I cannot speak a lick of Spanish. I cannot
Actually,
pronounce any Spanish.
Potato, that's not what it means. That means a car that's falling apart while it's running. So, think being inside of the wreck while it's happening.
The fact that there's
That's
a
what
word
it
for that.
means. Yeah, the fact that there's a word for that.
Same thing, they say.
Piece
Okay,
of
but it
shit. I mean, that
Or
kinda
piece
works.
of shit.
I mean, if the car's falling apart while you're in it, kind of is a piece of shit.
It's falling to pieces while you are operating it. Or something to fall to pieces while you are operating it is.
That
how
just
it was
sounds like my
explained to me.
computer.
Yeah. It's one of the coolest Russian words that I know.
Words in translation often go the most similar thing possible.
Yeah, a lot of context is lost.
Yep.
All
you
right,
wanna know
I
how
think
to
it's
swear? Potato? Atris already has enough power. Stop.
you fool. I am the internet. I can look up as many swears as I want. Anyways, I think it's about time that we talk about the Nottingham cheese riots.
There was more, but I forgot.
Ah, yes. The cheese murders. I remember Atris when we were talking about this at first. Sora pops in. We go, hey,
Potato, you are a
weaponized
moron.
cheese?
It is not Suka, that's okay in Japanese. It's C-Y-K-A.
Cheese murders. Yes, cheese murders. Atris,
All right.
start us down the
So
road.
some dipshit was like, I just looked at a cheese wheel and saw pesticide, and I'm like, my brain.
That was
connected-
Shane.
Shane.
That was Shane.
My brain connected cheese wheels to genocide. And my brain was like, I wonder how many people have been beaten to death with cheese wheels. And so I looked it up. Turns out nobody's been beaten to death with by cheese wheels, but they have been killed for using cheese wheels.
Spelling it phonetically. It's still C-Y-K-A.
Okay. And it's just, you are wrong. I remember we got a number. It's 60-something amount of people that have been bludgeoned to death purposely by cheese wheels. It's 60-something.
No.
Yes. Yes, because I remember, I think it was Mac who found the number. It was either Mac or Shane who found the number. It's 60.
I mean, I can expand that list.
No, you see,
Anyways,
I think
continue
they
with cheese
misheard me
riots.
because they combined, right? They
Ah.
combined the statistic that I found of like, what was it, 64 people who died due to tainted cheese from eating it. and something else, and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. But no, well, there was like one person, two people who have died of cheese wheels, like actually beaten to death with cheese wheels.
There's also just some
Um,
cursed cheese out there. Yeah.
Well, so double
Vegan
Gloucestershire-
cheese
sorry,
included. Oh.
As a tangent, double Gloucestershire is so tough you can use it as a brick.
And it is measured in quality by jumping.
Yeah, it is measured in quality by jumping on it. Anyways, back in like the 17, what was it,
I'm
the
just imagining an
1700s,
igloo made out
1600s?
of cheese.
No, it was the 1700s, because I remember I was just being like, wow, the British had their own shit going on while America was having issues. There was a massive food shortage in England. And at the Goose Fair, or is it the Goose Fair? I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
At the Goose Fair, all these farmers and artisans brought cheese that was 4 times more expensive to buy.
From the
However,
article that you sent.
However, a bunch of people bought all of the cheese and decided to sell it for, what was it, 10 times more expensive? This was
Yeah,
probably
or-
the first instance of actual scalping.
Revenge of the Kurds.
Yes, Revenge of the Kurds. This was the first time of an actual instance of scalping that I've ever seen in a historical event during a shortage. Right? So, you know, the Commonwealth were so incensed that only rich people were going to be able to buy cheese and food that they decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make it their problem. So they stole every piece of cheese that they could, and they ruined it by rolling it down hills, jumping on it, you know, having fucking food fights with it. The National Guard, the British equivalent of the National Guard, was
What the
brought in to deal with the issue. They killed, like, what was it, 4 people or something? It was ridiculous, but, they even
Apparently,
killed
the
one
mayor
of
of the town got smacked in the face by a rolling cheese wheel during this
Yes,
incident.
yes, they were. They were knocked unconscious by it, in fact. And so basically the British had their Boston Tea Party and their Boston Massacre in the same day.
And it dealt with cheese.
And it all centered around cheese.
Also, this reminds me of when you were looking up like fights regarding. No, it ended up devolving to like top crimes committed at a Chuck E. Cheese's, and for some reason, a fight between 3 people devolved into 87. I remember that.
Bar fight in Chuck E. Cheese. God, no. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna bring it up on stream, but that thought just reminds me of. Hold up, let me bring it up on stream. This.
Share it on Discord, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the
Doesn't go
Discord
weird.
channel.
Like, you're worried about those amusement parks, but those amusement parks have waivers.
14 beers at Chili's. It returns. I thought, oh yes, this is World's End. No. It's the Chuck E. Cheese bar fight.
Okay, so
It is 14
Potato,
beers at Chili's.
Potato, the Boston Tea Party was part of America protesting the exorbitant tax on tea. Since Britain
And they
would...
just yoked that shit in the harbor.
Yes. So, back in the day, actually, this is a fun fact. Tea came in this concentrated brick. And you
It
would
looked like
break
chocolate
off...
bars.
Yes, you would break off a little bit of it, and you would, you know, sprinkle it into your tea. That would last you probably about a month, or 2, or 3, depending on how economic you were, right? What was it? 400 crates of these things?
An entire ship. No,
entire
Potato,
ship.
I'm not deep frying the tea brick. Fuck
I'm
you.
about to. Hold up.
I'm not deep
Are
frying
you sure
the
that?
tree
Are you
brick.
sure this took place in Boston and not Florida, and it was just someone trying to make the world's biggest cup of tea out of the world?
No, it
No,
was
no, no,
Boston.
no, 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 no. This is one of the first recorded instances of Americans being petty.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
like the first recorded incident of a Florida man.
But here's the
Florida
thing.
man
Here's the
moves
thing.
north.
Here's the thing. That was so damaging to the British government and the empire and just the nation in general. Because do you know how much tea that was? You know how much tea that was?
How much?
Let's see. A ship's worth of tea that, one brick could last a person 4 months.
At least
And
a
in
couple of
each
years
crate-
worth.
At least a couple of years of tea.
Hold on, this is
Which
a
was an
picture of a tea
expensive
brick.
commodity.
Bring it back.
This is a picture.
Bring
It's a
back
picture of a tea brick in topics.
Bring back the tea brick. Bring it back.
Potato, I'll send it to you so you can deep fry it, because I know you want to do that.
Bring me
But
back
here's the thing,
tea
Sora.
brick.
Here's the thing, Sora. Nobody's gonna do that. Do you know why?
Because we got
Because
curing
we're gonna
pots.
dump it in the harbor again.
Okay, how
I
about
I was gonna
this?
say we have
Make
curing.
tea brick and only give it to me.
Mm.
Genius. All the tea brick comes to me, and then I sell it for an exorbitant price to people who actually want it. But only
Scalping.
to people who aren't from Boston.
Man, the fish in Boston Harbor were probably so very posh that day.
This is the origin story of the fancy mud crabs. They were mutated.
I'm sorry,
so
what?
the crabs, they were just horribly mutated into mud crabs, and then shortly after grew top hats and monocles and mustaches almost instantly.
I'm sorry, what?
Have you never heard of posh mud crabs?
No.
Oh,
He fucking deep fried it already. He already did it.
fancy mud crab.
Hold on.
I'm sending this
But
in
anyways-
Lost Topic.
The reason why you probably won't be able to find a fucking tea brick anywhere is while it's an efficient way of storing stuff of tea, right?
Yeah.
Nobody is going to spend the equivalent of $100 on a brick of tea.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
They would rather buy the, lower quantity, the lower quantity boxes, right? That are
You've clearly never met
financially
my dad.
irresponsible. No, I mean financially irresponsible. But here's the problem with that as well. I don't think any corporation is ever going to make a tea brick ever again because it's just not profitable.
Mhm.
Like it was a great way. It was a great way of storing tea, right? Back in the day, because it was a brick. You could stack it. Nowadays, we have all this, fast shipping and stuff, so that we can just, move our inefficient cargo elsewhere in like half a day.
Yep.
Sora, do you see the deep fried tea brick?
Yes.
Where is the deep fried tea brick?
That is shamefully unfried. That is shameful amounts of unfried. Whoever made this needs to take it back into the kitchen and throw it back in the deep fryer.
That was
But yes.
potato.
It was a rush job. Rush job or not, that is horrible quality. I could make something even better in, like, seconds. Seconds. I'll do it right now. Hold up. Speed running. Same image.
Speed.
This job has been shamefully done and undercooked. Hold up. Where's my buttons? Here they
Okay.
are.
Posh mud crabs. Yes, I can confirm that these mud crabs were overexposed to tea.
Fixing it. Giving it a good... Oh, that's a good color right there. Up that.
Anyways, tired.
Mm.
So,
Let's see here.
frick, I'm trying to say something. What topics do we have? What topics do we have?
Well, this is lost topic, so.
I think the only thing lost at this point is the fucking plot.
Alright, taken.
Like, we...
Done. Much better.
Okay. Okay.
Much better. Look at this. This is a much better deep fried job.
Potato said that he, quote-unquote, improved it.
No.
But yes, yours is better.
Oh, jeez.
It is completely unrecognizable.
The iced tea. I have a topic.
Yeah?
Oh?
How wild is it that America tried to make an airborne aircraft carrier that ran on a nuclear reactor?
How did I know it'd be something about nukes? How did I know?
Nuclear energy is a great fucking way to power it, alright?
I would know. I live in Chernobyl
Apparently it's
now.
also an interesting conversation starter.
It really is! Because it allows...
Okay. Who starts
Yes?
the conversation like that?
Okay, but here's the thing though, right? We have, gasoline and fossil fuels, right? That's a great way, energy medium. It's a liquid, it can be, poured into a tank and then used for fuel for the next, whatever. Nuclear fuel, however, is just as energy dense, if not more efficient and cleaner. Right? Also, technically safer, depending on how well you educate your populace.
Atris, you
Yes?
dense. It doesn't matter how well you educate them. Honestly, the more you educate them, the worse, because someone who wants to take it and use it for mean things is more knowledgeable on how to use it for said mean things.
Hmm.
Do you see the problem here? The reason why it would probably never happen. Because while, the argument of, oh, this, say you make a car that runs off of nuclear fuel, right?
Uh-huh.
This car explodes, but so does this one. Yeah, but one of them doesn't explode and leave a radiation-filled, area around it.
Well, so that's the interesting thing. So, back in, what was it, the 60s, 70s? This flying aircraft carrier, if it was going to crash, the reactor could seal itself and shut down in approximately 10 seconds.
But how likely is it would that work?
100%, supposedly, mathematically.
And if it didn't, due to, say, human intervention, you'd then have a massive-ass crater wherever this thing lands.
Well, there's gonna
You're
be a
mixing
crater
up-
anyways. It just
You're
depends if that
mixing up
crater's irradiated.
reactors with bombs.
I know. Sorry, not a crater, just a very unhappy leakage. That would probably be quite harmful to the environment. And thus,
Yeah.
the clean part of the power would not be so clean anymore.
Well, that would require some the normal populace. Okay, when I said how you educate your populace, I mean there's so much bullshit out there that nuclear power is bad, right? The environmentalists say it, history has said it, but it's not. It's just how well it's maintained and operated.
Mm-hmm.
In this world where we can take the power out of the hands of people and put it into the hands of AI, right?
Yeah.
That removes the human factor. But people don't like not being in power.
Yeah.
And so we run into this situation where we put humans, which are easily, they make mistakes just as much. Some people do. or they have malicious intent. Go back to my my BioShock stream where I explained this conundrum very easily. A utopia cannot exist as long as ulterior motives also exist.
But ulterior motives will always exist.
Precisely.
And so utopia will never be achieved. Sorry, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta have someone to make the AI.
Yep.
So someone who makes the AI would have an ulterior motive. And thus nothing
Yep.
would ever be safe. And thus...
Yep. And so you need a self-realized program, one that creates itself.
Yo, hold up. Right? Unrelated, right? Completely unrelated.
Okay.
Speaking of radiation, right? I remember... Speaking of radiation...
That's a statement.
So my character, right? My tavern character. Since they're not just my tavern, like, they're not entirely my tavern character anymore, right? Or just my tavern character. Since the same idea, the goop idea, right, is being used for my VTuber avatar. And since they're technically an OC, right? I have to come up with another way to explain them because I can't just flat out say where I'm from because that'd just be plagiarization of a universe, right? So Sora in every universe except the Tavern universe, right? The character did not get it from, or did not become goop from, experimentation. Well, not the same way, not the same kind. Radiation basically just globbed them. They turned into a puddle, basically. It's
But that's
weird,
not how radiation works!
weird radiation. Not saying it's the same kind of radiation, right? It's kind of radiation, not radiation. Weird testing, my man. It's the quote-unquote, not quote-unquote, it's alternate universe, you know, what is it? It's alternate universe kind of radiation, you know what I mean? How some things in different universes would have different properties, right?
We'll talk.
Eat my ass. It's my universe and I get to decide what elements are working here.
I see.
Anyways, because I had to come up with that story, right? Because I was using the character in roleplay stuff, right? Because I got bored one night and I wanted to go explore one of the best made Roblox games, right? Because it's utterly beautiful. Neon District. I think I've told you this story before, but I don't think you'd remember. I kid you not. I was just wandering around, right? Using Sora character as like a way to avoid people talking to me. Or talking to me saying I'm fail role-playing or whatever, right? Because I didn't want to roleplay, I just wanted to walk around and explore again. Because they update it every now and then and add more stuff.
Okay.
I kid you not. I get approached by a man in a white suit. And you want to know what I see? What I realize who I'm talking to whenever I look up at their name? Guess who I see? Guess what name I see?
Experts?
Kid you not. Someone was role-playing as Benny from Fallout New Vegas and walked up to me and offered me to join them. My day had changed from that point. It went from, I'm not going to roleplay to, I must. I must. And keep in mind,
Encounters Benny.
my inventory, right? I bought most of the weapons in this game, right? The roleplay weapons and jazz that you can buy from stores. So my character is basically a human armory. So whenever they offer me to join, right? Thinking I'm just some random ass person, because I was using the homeless role, right? They're thinking, oh, this person doesn't have any guns and stuff. They're just telling me, okay, go collect, you know, these debts and stuff. Help me with this. And I'm like, okay. They say, so you got any weapons? And they both pull out revolvers, right? These, like, pretty cheap revolvers. I kid you not, I pulled off a sawed-off and an assault rifle. Why is the homeless person more stacked than you are?
No, that's one of my favorite tropes, right? You know, you've got this homeless person who's ignored by everyone. You walk up to me and you're like, "Hey, how you doing?" From that moment, you made friends with a god.
America. That's the reason why the
Lines
homeless
up.
person is more stacked. Ugh. God.
Actually, it would make more sense for the homeless person in Egypt to be more stacked. See, the role of beggar in Egypt is a profession.
I don't know if that was meant to be insensitive or.
No, I mean it's an actual profession there. They have professional beggars.
Why?
Fair enough.
I have no clue.
Why not?
But there are some really rich homeless people there. Or quote unquote homeless people.
all I can think of, right, is the beggars in Red Dead Redemption who the moment you give them money and you walk like 2 centimeters away from them, they just get up, put on a hat, put on their suit and walk away. That's all I see. I kid you not. All of the beggars in Red Dead Redemption that got up and, you know, showed that they weren't actually poor or, you know, weren't actually blind or something like that, I immediately shot or took to the jail. And if the jail didn't accept them, I just took them out back and fed them to a crocodile.
Jesus.
Wait, there was
my
a crocodile in
Arthur, my Arthur don't play around, all right? All right, my Arthur is a chaotic person. Their somehow their morale is, or their like moral meter is through the roof and good. But I am the most chaotic person, and I'm pretty sure I can count on one hand the amount of good things I've done, and I need an entire notebook to write down all the bad things I've done. It is a wild day for me. Arthur Morgan beats the crap out of a homeless man, then gets good karma for giving someone $2.
That don't seem right, Chief.
I killed a person, but it's okay. My morals are fine because I said hey to 3 people.
I don't know.
Oh, I love
I
it
have
so much.
I have a moral dilemma for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So a long time ago, we had these things called institutions.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, the homeless were taken there.
Yeah.
And the mentally unstable. And while they did nasty things to them, the idea was sound. You have this place where you rehabilitate people who have issues, right? People who need help. However, it was tainted by all these nasty, like, oh yes, we're going to experiment on you because you are a detriment to society. And therefore it is morally okay to do so. With our modern day, you know, resources, and, you know, knowing more about some of these diseases and mental issues that these people suffer from, why don't we have institutions like that anymore?
Because mental disorders are heavily stigmatized.
I don't think I have a place to say in this. As I feel like for answering this question, I would need to be a lot more educated. The things I should probably remember by now.
Well, maybe you should go research.
I remember I had this discussion in sociology a couple of weeks ago.
You did?
When we were talking about the sociological perspective of medicine and healthcare, and how some things are treated with more stigma versus sympathy. I
about how quote unquote invisible illnesses like mental disorders are usually treated with more stigma than visible illnesses like, say, an amputation or something like that, which are usually treated with more sympathy.
Hmm. Well, because one is an affliction of the soul and the other is an affliction of the body.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't have much to add, as I do not think I would do any justice to the conversation.
We constantly go over Sora's head.
Yeah, you do. There's not much head to go over here, Chief. You could throw
Are
it
you
at
sure?
you could throw it at eye level and I wouldn't get it. No,
Bitch,
I'm
I'm
not.
shorter than you by like 4 feet.
I'm not short. I'm 6'1".
I know. My character is canonically 5. But
My character is canonically 9 foot.
Xena's like 5'4".
I am shorter than the vampire.
Everyone looks like a gremlin to me.
Okay, but the funny thing is, the mental image, like, you know, Xena's all this intimidating bullshit, and then you back up and you realize that she's small.
Just, I can't get over the idea, right? Of, like, Xena having this, like, really intense, what is it? Like, evil monologue, right? And then just pan out just a little bit to Sora standing right next to them, not looking up at them, you know, being all scared, just looking down on them, questioning everything. Because they're, like, Xena's, like, talking to their knees.
Their head is in the corner, in the shadows, and you can only see their eyes and their teeth.
You know how weird it is to play with more player models now, right? And have to look down at everyone. Everyone keeps talking to my knees. It's weird.
I think it's because we can only see you at a certain height.
Yeah, no, you can see my actual model, right? It's just that sometimes it bugs out and you can't. It's really sad. I hate it.
Also, random Xena doodle.
Poggers. I'll pull it up on stream for...
I finally figured out how I want to draw the. Fuck yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, chat. Here you go. Random Xena moments. Enjoy. Ow!
You okay?
I pressed a button and my ears blew out. So Christmas is coming up.
Here's something I've never realized. Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite's competitive mode is more popular than Fortnite right now.
Yep. Because Fortnite's dying.
Good.
Because Battle Royales are dying. It only stays popular for so long. That's why they keep... what is it? They keep, stealing ideas from other people.
Hmm.
They were trying to keep it alive with other people's game modes. And after that didn't work, they started using celebrities instead.
Well, they're also trying to keep it alive with other people's, you know, Creative Commons.
Yep. They tried to do Among Us. Everyone called them out on it. And I don't think I've seen a single video where anyone's actually played it. Normally, my recommendations get harassed by Fortnite, even though every time I see it, I press not recommend. Just don't. I'm not interested in this. Please stop. That, and also most of the YouTubers who played it, who were popular, right, have stopped playing it and moved to Among Us. Which is probably even more funny to see Fortnite rip off Among Us because of it. Fortnite was popular, Among Us got popular, Fortnite proceeds to try and, steal the Among Us game mode and its full ideas, right? And then once it doesn't work, they just go back to using celebrities. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Not even theft can save you now. Just a waiting game. Though the sad part of the only part of for me that makes me sad that Fortnite is dying is that the cage is opening.
What?
I didn't see Fortnite as a good game. I saw it as a captivating prison for all the the squeaker Minecraft kids who ruined the game for a lot of people. They all went to Fortnite. They all went to Fortnite, and that's how Minecraft got a really good second wind. And once Apex came out, they started breathing down the gates of that one, right? Those who, were starting to get bored with Fortnite. But both those games are kind of dying out in popularity right now. And those gates are slowly being pried open again. Mainly
I also
because
think
of
they
people
also
like
kind of went to
Dream.
Among Us as well.
Yeah, some of them went to Among Us, but now that Among Us is also kind of dying out in popularity, part of the fact of the VR version. And combined with, say, people like Dream, right? And Ninja playing Minecraft now with his fan base, right? The gates are being pried open, and Minecraft is about to be back in open season again. And now I'm scared. Because nothing kills a game like kids.
Yep.
Ironically.
Nothing
Yeah.
kills a game's community like kids. The game won't die because of kids. The community will.
I think that's might tie into why you hate children.
Yes. Children suck. That's why I love Black Ops 1 now so much. Because
God, I remember playing
no kid from this day and age is going to go buy Black Ops 1 and play it.
God, I remember back on the PS3, my brother and I would play my dad's copy of Modern Warfare 2, hop on the fucking modded servers, and then just learn all the swear words.
Yes!
Way too
Yes!
young. We would hop on the fucking I think there was this one map Rust or something where it was this massive tank with a bunch of scaffolding and shit, and you could snipe from the scaffolding. But
Yes.
someone had fucking hacked the jump height, so you would just whee!
Yeah, because that's funny enough. I got Black Ops 1 on the computer recently, right? After it finally went on sale. Finally, it's not $40, it's $20. Finally. I got it. I
Nice.
played it. I played zombies a lot with friends, and then I went to multiplayer, right?
Yep.
All
Black
of
Ops
the
zombies
servers.
are always fun.
All of the servers, right? For the normal multiplayer that isn't zombies, are all weird custom ones. There are no normal Black Ops zombie servers that I could find, besides one. Not zombies, Black Ops multiplayer, not zombies. There was only one populated server with, no added on weird things. All the rest of them had crouching only, or massive jump height and stuff like that. It was really weird.
Yeah, no, that's what happened to Modern Warfare 2.
I did
Actually,
also,
Our PS3
I actually lied, Atris.
died, bricked itself on a Modern Warfare 2 server. Our PS3 died because it got bricked.
My PS3 died, and I'll get into why later, but Atris, I lied accidentally. I didn't only play Black Ops 1 and Battlefield 2 Bad Company. I also played Modern Warfare 2, I just didn't remember, because Modern Warfare, the story campaign, got mixed in with Black Ops 1's. But my PS3 also got bricked after many years of using it. It took from when I was around the time, right, that Black Ops 2 Bad Company came out. I know that's about the time, at least around that time, right, is when I had my PS3 and it was still working and everything, right? After GTA 5 got ported to the PS4, right, around that time, I want to say a couple of months after that, the PS3 that I had finally kicked the bucket. Couldn't turn on. It wouldn't do anything. And that day, right, is the most painful day for me. Because my collection, my stack of PS3 games that was the size of me, was all sold.
Yeah.
With my PS3. Only to get another PS3 a couple of years later and not have any of those games.
Alright, PlayStation Move. Fucking love that. On the PS3, Sports Champions. My brother and I would duel. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like the motion controller thingy? That was, like, eventually implemented into PS4's PSVR? There's a game. PS3, Sports Champions and Sports Champions 2. There was, like, volleyball, tennis, bowling, archery. My favorite one was gladiatorial combat, where my brother and I would just whack the shit out of each other with maces. It was amazing. And I am so sad that it didn't get a fucking PS4 port. Because that with PSVR would be so much fun.
You know what? I think the most widespread memory I have of PS3 games with my brother, right? 'Cause my brother was stupid, right? Because he's 4 years younger than me. I want to beat him over the head so much because he won't play games with me anymore, right? At least not when he does. He's a little prick about it, right?
Also, I keep muting and unmuting because I'm eating Cheez-Its. Also, Meatball
Fair
doesn't know
enough.
what Cheez-Its.
Fair enough. I, at one point, right, me and him would play a Star Wars game, a Lego Star Wars game. We played Clone Wars 3.
We're back to the end of that. All right.
Yeah. We played Star Wars Clone Wars 3 because they had a really cool like Wars game mode in it, right?
Yes, I remember that. Doing the arenas. My
Yes.
brother hated it, but
Yes.
I loved it.
Where
Where you could like choose like clones or separatists and like put like these bunkers down
Yes!
and spawn
Yes!
ships and just have them go at shit.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my favorite. That was my
It
favorite.
was like
cool
Sims,
mode.
but like
I loved it so much. It was so much fun because the map was big enough, right? Okay, hold up. There's actually a really good image to explain the feeling of running into each other on split screen in that map. Hold up.
why was my brain just thinking of that one JoJo meme where their dudes are walking towards each other?
Ah,
No. The feeling, right? That game gave whenever you met each other in the cars or in cars or just anything, right? Is the same feeling of this image.
Hold on, where am I looking?
Tavern or not tavern? Lost Topic. This is how it felt running into each other. Every single time.
Like, you know, you're micromanaging your army, you're walking around, you see like
Yeah, no, you just
your brother that you're
drive.
playing with, like micromanaging their army, you lock eyes for a moment, like you turn away from
No,
the
we're not
screen,
even
lock
managing
eyes.
the army. We're just driving about murdering things. And then we suddenly pass each other in like, what is it? Speeders, right? And this is just all we see. Because for a second, the screen like joins each other instead of being split screen.
Yeah.
The immense fear that is gained from that is amazing. Because one of us knows that someone's gonna die. One of us is gonna die, but it wasn't gonna be me.
Yeah, no, I remember that, and I fucking loved it. Also, Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 had a custom building mode where you could like build your own levels and shit, and I loved it. My brother never let me play it because he was so fucking demanding about the PlayStation. He's only 2 years younger than me, but yeah.
You know what? Did you ever just go on a joyride in the bus? Please tell me I'm not. Yes! This is a newfound camaraderie I have found.
What was that, Atris?
my friend and I, we spent one night playing Lego Harry Potter, and we came up with this game mode called Avada Jousting.
Yeah.
One of us would go to one end of the map, the other would go to the other end of the map, and we just fire Avada Kedavras at each other while closing the distance and dodging Avada Kedavras until one of us died.
Yep.
The thing is, I never played Harry Potter with my brother because he was stupid and didn't know how to do puzzles. So the only time I would play with him is whenever we were doing the game modes that were not story driven, right? The ones that didn't have puzzles.
Yeah.
Or things that didn't have puzzles. So the cool building mode of Lego Harry Potter and the Wars game mode of Star Wars Clone Wars.
You see, my brother and I loved the Lego Star Wars puzzles because my brother and I were massive puzzle freaks when we were little. Like, we would get the find the hidden objects newspapers. Like, my brother did Sudoku when he was in elementary school. Like, it was, like, we loved puzzles. I still kind of do. Hell, that's actually why I made the Maze of Ruin in, not Maze of Halls of Ruin in, the tavern, but still. And every time there was a puzzle in a Lego game, I would call and say, like, hey, X, come over here, we need to do this thing. And then we would just sit there for like an hour staring at this puzzle, because we were both dumb as shit. Just because we like puzzles doesn't mean we are intelligent enough to understand them. My brother and I are dumb as fucking rocks. But we loved it anyways. And we would always do the puzzles together, like every single game. And I remember when we were playing, it was like Lego Jurassic World, and we were making custom dinosaurs. Like, basically making, like, dinosaurs that were able to do every single puzzle. Like, just so we could fuck around. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one that we came up with was, it had Dilophosaurus venom, which was needed to break some things, raptor claws, which were needed to break some things, and yet was still small enough to fit into Compsognathus.
You want to know just the worst feeling, right? Speaking of this, of that specific game, right?
What, Lego Jurassic World?
Yeah. I love Jurassic Park. The entire franchise.
Yep.
I don't care if it was the original. I don't care if it was 2. I don't even care if it was 3. I loved all of them.
I actually have 3 on disc. It was one of my favorites.
I would like that disc. Please. Every time it comes onto Netflix, I do not hesitate to binge all 3 movies, right? I loved Jurassic World, I loved their second movie, and I am eagerly awaiting the third movie.
Yes, Fallen Kingdom's gonna be fucking amazing. Wait,
No, not
hold
Fallen
on.
Kingdom, it's
No,
Dominion.
Dominion. Yeah, Fallen Kingdom already happened. It was Dominion, yeah. I remember
I'm
whenever
so excited
Jurassic
'cause
World was like about to release, I did like fucking like I had a massive dinosaur phase, middle and high school, where like I like actively like there was a website for the launch of Jurassic World, like the film, and I had that bookmarked on my phone.
God, you want to
Also,
know? Okay,
my
level of
first
dedication
out of balance.
here, right? Hold up. Speaking of that, right? Level of dedication for for releases, right? My wallpaper that I showed you guys, right? The custom like animated wallpaper I had. In the top right corner of it, originally, like in one of the big top right circle. Well, let me go find it so I can show. Because I am not gonna skip out on showing this. This was good stuff. Look. Here it was. Lost topic. Here we go. Put that in there. In the top right circle, originally, there was a clock. A second clock, right? Do you want to know what it was for?
What?
Some kind of countdown.
It was a countdown, yes. It was a countdown. It was for the time, the exact time, what is it? The exact, 8 p.m. time, right? Of the release of Cyberpunk. That's how excited I had gotten for it.
Sorry. I fucking died. Hold on.
Okay, but yes, I had a actual countdown on my desktop wallpaper for the down to the minute release of Cyberpunk. I was hyped as hell for that game. It hurt when it, came out, right?
The way it did.
Yeah. But I don't hate the game. The moment it, most of the good, like the bugs and stuff get fixed, I'm playing straight through all of that. I will stream it. Alright, I am dead set on playing that game all the way through, because I do like it still, even with how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get my computer glitches fixed and then play through it ray traced.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But sorry.
So,
Yeah, sorry. But continue.
going back to the Jurassic World topic, in
Yes.
LEGO Jurassic World, that was actually the first time I clipped out of bounds in a video game. There was a spot in the aviary on the Jurassic World map where if you went behind the hill, you could wiggle your way through as a Dimetrodon underneath the map. And then you could explore the entirety of the rest of the map because the load zones were still there, right?
Yeah?
My brother and I would do that, and we would just look in the mist because it wasn't rendered properly under the map. It was all like freaky mist shit. So like we would see shapes in the mist at 2 a.m. when we weren't supposed to be playing, we were supposed to be in bed. But like it was like our own like weird little SCP thing, where like only he and I really talked about it because like whatever. But it was awesome because it was just like I haven't really found that in out of bounds areas in other games because whenever I go out of bounds in Destiny, I struggle to find that.
I have a place that describes that feeling perfectly, I think.
Hmm?
But it's not even out of bounds. It's inbounds. It's someplace you're able to explore if you want to. Hold up, let me find it. Let me find a good picture of it that has it like the perfect look of it.
Wait, are you talking about the stairs?
No, I'm talking about Obedience. But neither of you will know this place because you've never seen Kenshi. Or at least you've never gone here, I don't think. Because if you have, oh god, you would hate this place. This place is spooky.
I explored Kenshi for a bit.
If you don't know what Obedience is, you've never been there.
I don't do well with names, so I might recognize the location.
The hands.
Yes.
The
I remember
hands.
that. Yes.
The
Yeah,
hands.
that's what it was like.
The
I
hands.
made a base there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It was kind of like that, except they were trees
I had
sticking
a-
from the ceiling.
I had a mod, right, called Throes of Obedience, I believe.
Oh, do the hands move?
Yeah, it makes them all animated. Combine that with the Spanker robots. Horrible name, but it's
Sorry, the what?
horrible name, but it's the robot spiders in the game, right? But they have hands as well.
I don't like that.
It's spiders with hands
I don't like that. Like, I'm not
In a
normally
hand
arachnophobic,
valley.
but I don't like that.
in a hand valley of dead mega skeletons. I love it. Okay, Kenshi. Oh my god! I need to talk about Kenshi. God damn. Kenshi is one of the best games I've ever goddamn played. Alright? I am a crack addict for Kenshi. But I can't play it. Can't play it
Why not?
because it's on an engine where its load times are longer than my life expectancy. So every time I play it, if I want to go anywhere, even if I'm just going to like the next town from the hub, oh no, you got a loading screen here that's gonna last longer than your dog's lifespan, Chief. Say goodbye to your dog before you load into this location. And so I get really pissed because I want to play it. I want to live out so many cool adventures. I have so many cool ass stories of my characters.
We need to get you a better PC.
No, it's not even a PC problem. The FPS is fine. It doesn't matter if you install
The
it
game
on...
is just shit optimized.
Yes, because the engine is so old. It is an old-ass engine. It's just the engine limitations. That's the reason it's so bad.
Hold on, my cat is looking weird.
You can have an
Aren't they updating it soon though?
Yes, they're not updating it. They're making a new game. They're making Kenshi 2 in Unreal Engine.
Oh. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I can't either. I will play the crap out of that game. I love Kenshi so freaking much. Kenshi is
Like,
so cool.
Kenshi reminds me of my own style of making universes. Just way more, annoying.
I love the story of Kenshi. I love the feel of Kenshi. I love the gameplay of Kenshi. Every bit of it, I love. It. There is a trio of games, right, that I think are the best games to play for people like me, right? RimWorld, Project Zomboid, and Kenshi. Because these three games are the mantra of actually hard games, right? I'm not going to put Dark Souls there, because Dark Souls is a completely different feeling than all three of these games. Right? Kenshi, Project Zomboid, and RimWorld are all pretty hardcore games. Right?
But they're hard because it's controlling hard. Or
No.
not controlling.
No. Okay, one, RimWorld and Kenshi don't have that problem at all. Mainly
They-
because... Yeah. Because they have time. Right? They have what is it? Time controls. So it's not even like a timing problem. In Zomboid, it is kind of a timing problem, but even then, depending on what settings you're playing on and how well you've learnt the game, it's not an issue. It's a true mastery feeling. You're not going to feel that, and you're going to think it's bullcrap at the start until you start learning, until you start mastering things. Once you feel like you've mastered something, you're going to feel like the king of the world. But there's the thing, with Kenshi, right, that mastery is not a you, like a you kind of mastery, right? It's a pure character mastery. Because it's your character's journey to gain skills to be able to do things. So it's even whenever on repeat playthroughs, right? Your mastery on par for, you know, being able to say dodge and stuff like that, right? Won't matter. Because your character doesn't know that. And I think that's a true hardcore kind of game loop. Because it doesn't matter how many times you play it, until you know, level up and your character truly grows and learns, you are worthless, just as the game intends. And you never lose that feeling of pure, utter, what is the word? Despair and worthlessness of your beginning character. You work to find worth in that character, or die. And I love that feeling so much. Because I have so many stupid-ass stories of my first days in Kenshi, right? Where I pulled off stories that were stupidly weird but still organic, that I loved so much. Because Kenshi is a weird-ass experience, and I love it to bits. Because I walked into the world knowing absolutely nothing, and I now have probably hundreds of hours in it. And know stupid amounts about the story and the world. And it was so much fun learning all of that, which I can't say the same for Dark Souls. I can't say the same for almost any of the games, other games I play. I don't think it's interesting learning about the lore of Fallout, because all of it's done through terminals. Rarely any of it I've seen, like, say, in Fallout 4, right, has been done visually. It's all in the terminals, and I hate that to bits. But with Kenshi's storytelling, right, it feels a lot more implied with the visuals. I remember exploring this valley, right, from where I started, with a mod start, as this lone skeleton. And I'm walking around this mountain, right? Or I'm walking towards this mountain. And I see out in the distance something really weird. I see this weird formation of rocks, and I'm like, that looks pretty weird. Then I get closer. I realize it's a full-ass skeleton. But it's not just a small skeleton. This thing is leaning up against a mountain. Like, it's massive. It is the size of the mountain, and it's leaning against it as like a seat. It turns out it's like a super, super important lore character, and I'm like, oh my god. That's so freaking cool. Because this is one of the only games that make me go look at the wiki and actually enjoy reading up on it, because it's like a brain blast moment of pure, like, oh my god, this character means so much. How did I just accidentally find this? Truly, it is like living in a world where you can pass by something you can pass by like a rock that has so much story, like emphasis, and you won't even know it unless you look for it. Unless you truly want to look for it. And I love that so much. Because unlike with, you know, Fallout, right? Where all the story takes place in terminals and stuff, or in dialogue, right? So most of the story I found that was the most engaging in Kenshi was found just by seeing something really weird in the distance, right? Seeing a map location really odd, looking it up and hearing all this lore and weird stuff about it. Like Obedience, right? I just saw Obedience one day. I thought it was just a fog area near the Foglands, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. Let me go visit this place. Saw the hands and immediately noped out. Went back to my base and researched it and realized it's a freaking skeleton graveyard, and that before there were massive-ass skeletons that roamed the planet. You know, those skeleton guys that I've been playing as this whole time. And my world opened wide. It's amazing. I love it.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta go deal with my cat. She's wanting out of my room.
Alright. I'm done simping for Kenshi.
Will there be multiplayer, Kenshi?
No clue. But if there was, or is, oh my god. Could you think about, what is it? Getting, say, the 256 recruit mod, right? In forming nations. Like, forming groups and factions and stuff. Oh, that'd be so
Right,
cool.
I'm back. My cat is getting a little bit chubby, and she doesn't hop anymore. She waddles because she only has 3 arms. She only has 3 legs, right? She's missing her front right leg, and she doesn't hop anymore like she used to when she was younger. She waddles. It's the cutest thing ever.
I see. Alright, like I said, I'm done simping over Kenshi. I love it to bits, but I think if I talk about it anymore, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll have, you know, written down stories to tell of my adventures in that later. So next last topic, I'll have some really good ass stories to tell, because I have 3 really noteworthy stories of my first characters, and I love all of them so much, and I cannot wait to talk about it. Actually,
I'm working
correction.
on a project that...
1. I forgot this was only 1 character. I just thought it was multiple. Anyways, yes?
I'm working on a project that has a very similar... I'm not going to say story, because I have no idea what the actual story of Kenshi is. But a very similar feel to the world.
So if Australia invaded and turned everything into Japanese weaponry?
Kind of. But in space?
Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of space, Space Station 13.
Uh-huh.
Did I tell a story yet of my, one of my characters, right?
Which
Oh,
one?
Well, I don't know if I've told this specific story of of one of my characters. It wasn't the janitor, murder story. I was a, I think it was a medic, right? Or it was something else. I can't remember what it was. The round had already started, right? And I didn't know what to do because whatever role I was playing just couldn't really do much after the round started. So I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna go off and do my own thing. My character became a drunk, right? Or my character just became a drunk because that's all they really could do was just drink at the bar and exist for a while. I asked for their strongest drink. They gave me a coconut glass and said, here you go. And I was like, okay, thanks. Drank it and I almost immediately became inebriated, fell on the floor, vomited, got back up, and ran to the arcade. I just continued to play Tetris for most of the game.
I think it would have been funnier if they handed you, the strongest acid they had in the bar.
We'll get to that soon. After I started falling over a lot, I started losing health, and I was like, what the so I left my Tetris game, right? Ran over to medical, and they scanned me, healing me up, and was like, so you're gonna need a new kidney. Sorry, not a kidney. They told me I needed a new liver. They straight up told me, so you need a new liver. I'm like, what? Keep in mind, I'm still blackout drunk. I can barely, explain the situation to these people because of how dead drunk my character is. My voice is still almost incomprehensible. So they basically say, okay, grab me. Keep in mind though, I have drugs in my backpack.
Uh-oh.
I have meth and LSD in my backpack. A lot of it. Like, a backpack worth of pill bottles. All named either Happy Pills or just outright LSD. So whenever they grabbed me, I immediately dropped that backpack, right? On accident, because I was holding it in my hands, and once they picked me up, my dumb ass dropped it. I was like, I spammed out of my way out of their grip, right? And, leaped for the backpack. Put it on, and I was like, okay, I'm good. They took me to an operating table, right?
Uh-huh.
Set me down. And I kid you not, they immediately popped me open, like the hood of a car, and started yoinking out my liver. And I was like, shouldn't I be under anesthetic right now? And they're like, oh yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, you were probably so drunk you didn't feel it anyway.
No, I was sobering up now.
Oh no.
I was at the point where I was sobering up, so I started feeling stuff. What tipped you off? What should be a good tip off that you didn't put your patient who clearly needs it under anesthetic? They start screaming while you're cutting them open. So
They're still moving.
after I said that, they were like, okay, here, put this on. They make me take off my backpack
Oh no.
because I have to put in tank on my back for the anesthetic to go through. Because it's basically like an oxygen tank filled up with anesthetic, and they make me put on a gas mask that normally would be used for oxygen stuff, but right now they were just too busy to hook me up to a proper machine, so it's just like, here, put this on. Like, okay. I had to stare and look at that backpack on the ground, right next to these two people operating on me, and hope that they didn't pick it up and see the copious amounts of drugs inside of it and report me to sec. Because at the time, I don't know if on that server, drugs were okay or not okay to use, right? I know that, space weed's a thing and it's perfectly legal to be using, especially if you're botany, but I don't know about LSD, especially illegally obtained LSD by bribing a chemist. Not a chemist in medical, a chemist in science. Anyways, the moment
Ah,
I'm
yes,
off
the
the
Breaking
anesthetic,
Bad situation.
the moment I'm off of the anesthetic and I wake up after just rolling around in my sleep, I immediately roll off the operating table and hug the backpack. Put it on my back and say thank you, and then leave as quickly as possible. I proceed to walk back to the bar. Say, what in the hell was in that? I said I wanted your strongest drink, not for the strongest punch to the gut. They said, well, you asked for the strongest, that was the strongest. And I was like, well, damn it. Logic. I wanted to beat them over the head with a crowbar I was holding. So after that, I said, hey, could you open up the door real quick? Could you open up the door into the bar, please? I need to get to the kitchen. Can you open up the door? No. Can you open up? No. Can you please open the... No. Okay. I proceeded to just walk back into the arcade and continue playing Tetris. Until the shuttle arrived. And I was like, I have like one more game in me. I play it, and I miss the shuttle.
Fucking mood. Also, hi
And then your
Potato,
liver
welcome
became
back.
sentient and decided to hunt you down for abandoning
I
it.
got liver damage a second time because I asked for another drink.
Seriously?
Yeah. Whenever I did finish the game and had a tiny bit more time to go, right, before the shuttle left. But my character fell over 3 times trying to leave the room and couldn't get out. A second time I was playing Tetris in the arcade, right? In a different game. Someone had pulled the fire escape and also disabled the electricity in only the arcade. I was trapped in there, but I had something trusty. A crowbar. I proceeded to rip open the doors, saying, hey, power's out. They're like, that sucks anyways. Didn't even call electricity to get it back on. Or, not electricity, engineering, to come and see if, like, something happened to the power. Just like, okay. So I go back into the thing and I just kind of sit down, right? I see lasers. I see a lot of lasers, right? I'm like, what the f... So I open up the back panel of the ship, right? That leads into the maintenance tunnels. To see what's going on in there. Pry it open, I walk in, I can barely see anything, so I move forward a little bit into the thing. Someone pushes me, so I try and move into them, right? Or move closer, not move into them. I move closer, but the thing is, they were already right next to me, I just couldn't see them. So I ended up punching them. Right? I start getting punched myself, and I immediately like, oh, no. And I start running out of it. Guess who I see crawl out from that dark maintenance shaft? And is about to beat me to death, and is beating me to death.
Santa Claus? A clown?
The captain!
Oh no.
The captain crawls out of the maintenance shafts, starts beating me to death with their gun, right? They're not even shooting me, they're just beating me to death with it. After I fall over and I'm yelling for help to the barkeep, right? They're just watching this happen. Like 3 people are in the bar watching this happen. After I fall on the ground and I'm like, please stop, I'm sorry. The captain picks up a chair and starts beating me to death with it. I die. But I'm not completely dead yet, right? I'm still possessing my body. I don't go ghost yet. They drag my ass to SEC, tell them something, and then drag me to genetics and clone me.
What?
To bring me back to life. And then proceed to tell me, you're a dumbass. And then apparently that they had reported themselves to SEC. And walked back to SEC and put themselves in a cell.
What?
I don't know. I don't think they meant to kill me, but they did. So they reported themselves.
Okay, Potato, this game is called Space Station 13. It is free. Wait, is it free? Yeah,
Yes.
it is. It is chaotic as shit. I love it.
Play more.
We need to do another session of that.
Yes.
Yeah, we know. Yes, we need to do another session of that. That was fucking crazy.
I get to
Erase
play
Today
Arthur
needs to-
Devon again. Woo!
Arthur Devon comes back again. Arthur Devon, you're getting Arthur thrown into the trash compactor again.
Listen, Jennifer Aristiday is gonna have a minute. Last time she showed up, she stabbed someone with narcotics in a fucking airlock.
And also got assaulted by Officer Beepski.
I forgot about me.
And also assaulted Officer Beepski. Multiple times.
Officer Beepski needs to die.
No! He's the hardest working sec officer in the building.
Who's Officer Beepski?
The tiny robot, the tiny, like, microwave-looking robot with the stun baton.
Oh.
I got brutalized by Officer Beepski.
You got, okay, in that one game, you got brutalized by Officer Beepski. Brutalized Officer Beepski, got arrested. Almost arrested, sorry. I think also in the same game, I threw Atris into a trash compactor, murdered him, admitted to murder, and then became a fugitive, living out on the outside of the submarine with a submarine. And multiple times called people and were like, hey, what's up? Yeah. I hid in a bathroom with a submarine.
Didn't you also call the fucking radio host and he says turn around and the cops are coming right in through the door like a movie moment?
I call up the radio host, right? And they're like, oh yeah, how's it been? How's life on the edge living? Or how's it going for you? And I'm like, it's going pretty good, you know. I killed that one guy, it's all good. And they're like, after a little bit of a long talk, right? Because there was another person inside the room with me, right? There was a cargo member just chilling there. They didn't care who I was, nor I don't think they even recognized me.
Yeah, you asked them if you could use their phone.
And they were like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's over there. At the end of, the talk with, the radio show host, right? Sec had determined my location in the ship. And the radio show host said, hey, you might want to get going. It seems like Sec has found out where you are. And as they are saying this, I see this guy bolting down the hallway from the window next to me to my location. I'm like, uh-oh. So
he said something like, you have company or something like that.
Yeah, you got company. I'm like, oh. So I freaking throw down the thing. I'm sprinting across the room, right? All around this guy so I don't get caught. After a few seconds of darting over conveyor belts in cargo, right? And around him, he falls flat on his face on the floor. I think he stunned himself or something. And he's just like, well, this is awkward. And I got in the thing and left. A second time I went to talk to him, right? Because I wanted to get something from him. I wanted to get his radio show host headset because he has access to all channels. He has access to all radio channels, which I wanted. So I slowly sneak my submarine inside the place because I realize this thing is a tank. If I get it inside, they can't harm me. And thus a genius plan was born. I drove submarine inside the place, slowly into the radio show host room. He wasn't there. So I backed up into the toilets, shut the door, and relaxed for a minute.
Hold on. So you hit a tank in a toilet stall?
Yes. I waited until I heard someone come in the room. I was like, I don't know who this is, so I'm not going to come out yet. Waited for a bit. Then the radio show host starts talking on the radio. So I'm like, okay, it's time. I open the door and roll out. Sup, can I have your headset? They're like, yep. And then actually,
no.
and then they said no. No, it was, can I ask you something? Yep. Can I have your headset? No. So I was like, well, crap, and rolled back on out. eventually
What you
set-
should have done was flatten his fucking ass.
But he was nice. Also, I owe him for not... I tried to flatten his ass because I thought he was with Sek because he was the guy I gave the briefcase to give to the captain. That was
Admitting murder.
Admitting murder. I gave him-
Okay, you know what the great thing about that murder was?
Yeah.
You murdered somebody who didn't even know that they existed.
It's not murder if they don't know they existed. Also,
Atris,
the reason I
I
had
was
to,
playing-
the reason I evaded the cops for so long is because I knew eventually they're gonna find out I killed them. Like, it was just a guarantee that eventually someone was gonna tattle and tell that I killed someone, right? I just didn't want to live out the rest of the game in a cell. I really didn't want to spend like 2 hours in a cell. It's not very fun. So I did what any normal person would do and stole a submarine and lived on the outside of the ship. I did park right in front of the captain's bridge. Why does this kind of remind me of Enemy on Board? I lived on the captain's bridge, right? And because I parked the car, or not the car, the submarine on the freaking bridge window, just sitting there. And I decided, you know what? I was gonna give the cops some help, right? Because this isn't interesting anymore. I go over to the radio show host, and I tell them, hey, tell the cops I'm outside. Right? Somehow, just from that alone, they found out I was in the bridge, or outside the bridge, and started talking to me, telling me, hey, you should like get off the ship because the shuttle's here. I'm like, no, it's not. Because I didn't get the alert. I was left on the ship alone. All the Sek had left. Everyone was gone. It was just me.
you were
So-
left on the ship alone with the ghost of the clown you murdered.
Yeah. So I grabbed a
A clown with choleraphobia.
I smoked a cigarette, took a drink, sat at the bar, and waited. Because that's all I could do. It was over. I got $25 from that round. I could have gotten 1,000. I'm so pissed. Anyways, that's my last story from Space Station. I haven't played much since. Ugh. I love Space Station stories. What's it called again? Space Station 13. It's on the Beyond engine, and it's not on Steam. Its own thing. Search Space Station 13. The site's official. It does have a Steam port right now that's being developed. Called Space Station 14. It's still in development. It's...
Ah, yes, the most clever of names.
Yeah. But it's currently... It just got its food update, right? Adding all its food stuff. It's still in heavy development. It's nowhere near done yet. But it's interesting that they're trying to remake it again on a much more high-performance thing.
Mm.
Because Beyond is god-awful in performance, and I think with an update, right, the server issues, right, with, like, say, ping and lag and stuff would be a lot better. There's also Unity Station, which is a Unity port of the game, which is also still in development, and also abandoned. It's pretty fun.
Imagine making a VR version of it.
Abandoned to my knowledge. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting.
Murder Atris in VR.
You know what? You know what's interesting? Have you ever seen or played Barotrauma?
Yes.
Barotrauma is actually was heavily based on Space Station 13. Heavily,
I figured.
in fact. Oh, thank you, Apollo, for the subscription. What y'all need to do is play Tab G as a group.
Okay,
I-
Potato, let me tell you, that game is optimized to shit, alright? It is awful. I tried running it.
That game is a game I bought for $20, I think. I can't
I got
remember
it for-
I can't remember how much it was. Whatever, I got it, but it was paid. and now it's free, but things are locked behind microtransactions. I'm sad. And I don't think I get any bonuses for it, either.
Potato's like, it's free now, Lamar.
Yep. Which is why I'm not gonna play it.
Out of spite.
Yep. Things locked that are locked are cosmetics. Exactly, the cosmetics I used and loved a lot.
They relocked it after they bought it.
Hmm?
You bought the game, you earned the cosmetics, and then they locked the cosmetics up again
That's
and made you
stupid.
have to pay for them.
You don't have to unlock the cosmetics. You get them straight out of the box for getting the game. Which was the awesome part, because I got to make a completely unique character anytime I wanted to, with cool cosmetics. Now I don't. Now I'm pissed. I think, at least. It's been a minute since I've logged back in, but that's what I assumed has happened, and I'm too scared to look. I'm really scared to look, because 9 times out of 10, that's probably going to be what's happened. Also, I need to start recording.
Uh-huh.
I need to start recording the Gmod series, so I can finish it and be
Oh
done.
god.
Oh god, indeed.
No, Apollo's talking now.
A robot, a vampire, and a slime girl walk into a bar. There are no survivors. Correct. How do you know about this story?
This information is classified. The Tier 5 personnel.
Well, I'm gonna deal with the only known witness.
Not only is this information classified, but the fact that you know about it means that we have to kill you and anyone
See you in a
else you
minute.
told.
Wait.
There will be no survivors to your bar mitzvah.
And there they go.
Oh, are we done? Did that end the stream?
No,
Hello?
Sora's just
Nope.
stabbing Apollo.
I'm back.
Hello, back. I'm Atris.
Shut up.
No,
Shut up with your dad jokes.
I don't even have a child.
Information is cognito hazard.
Information is cognito hazard. This layout of things on the stream is actually what is it? So yeah, it is a cognito hazard. You're just gonna die now. Congratulations.
Inheritance. What?
I don't think.
The Inheritance Project is something that we've been working on for a while.
Oh. Hydrate. Too bad. I ran out of water early.
I have some.
Sorry, not water. Coke.
Mute, so no water noises.
I'm talking to Tired. Crack! Yes! Liquid crack.
That's just coffee.
Yes! I'm mad. I haven't had I haven't had coffee in like 5 days because I'm out of coffee creamer and I'm too lazy to haul my ass over to 7-Eleven and grab some.
I used to drink a lot of coffee. Now I don't.
I used to drink a lot of coffee creamer. What? It's a good coolant.
No. I mean, I mean, I stopped doing it. I stopped drinking coffee because my stomach started hurting because of it. Like, a lot. Like, it actually hurt. A lot.
Yeah, coffee is basically liquid cocaine. You want tea. Tea is a little more balanced.
I stopped caring about your well-being when you proved you want to die a slow and painful death via dehydration.
What? Who, what, where, when, why, how, what?
Apollo. Apollo to me with the hydrate commands.
Oh, I see.
It'll stop me from drinking it 3 times a day. Okay, then.
You can see where I get my energy from. Mainly because I am batshit insane, but also coffee.
You know what? I just remembered something, right?
Hmm?
Something I still need to do.
Oh no.
I still need to speedrun SCP Containment Breach.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Because I still haven't finished it. That, and I also need to play more SCP Containment Breach, because I still haven't played all the versions, I don't think. So I still got more mods to play. I would donate, but I'm broke right now. I don't have a donation link.
I have a donation link.
But these two awesome people do.
Hmm?
You should go check out their Twitch channels to find the links.
Come on,
I've got mine linked on my About page.
I mean, sub.
I still need to set that up on my.
Oh, sub. Imagine money.
Potato, I have a feeling there was meant to be more words there, but I think your brain just kind of shut down for a
Imagine
second. Is that
money.
right?
Imagine money.
I think you missed the word there.
This was made by Barter Gang.
Imagine a familial attachment.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh.
My brain has been constantly shutting down since 3 a.m. today. What fucking... Oh, hold on. You and I are in the same fucking time zone. It is 2200. How are you still...
I was
Yeah,
giving a
never mind.
wax sealing kit. Not cleaning. Sealing kit for Christmas. Okay then.
Letter stamps?
Wax. Wait a minute. Candle boy! Indeed. Oh yeah, Christmas is soon.
Christmas
Oh, yeah.
is
Um,
coming.
I'm not going to be available from the 23rd to the 28th due to a mandatory family vacation.
Alright.
We're going to Florida, so I'm definitely going to have some
Oh.
stories when I come back.
Hey, you're going to my home. Fantastic.
But don't you live in Minnesota?
No? What?
I thought you were in Texas.
I'm in Texas.
I know you live in Texas. I was trying to like throw a wrench.
Shut up!
Bring a stick.
No.
Okay, Potato.
I was.
Potato, you gotta use a large rock.
'Twas born.
What are you talking about? You take an alligator, you hold it by the tail, and you flail it around your head, and it snaps its jaws a whole bunch. Ultimate weapon.
'Twas born in Florida.
Ah,
Was born in Florida, was I?
That explains a lot.
Exactly.
I had the same thought.
Exactly.
Nuclear alligator.
No. No. Also, is that spelt right? I think, isn't it?
No, it is not.
See, they spelt it alligator, so it's actually just a gator that's inside of an alley.
What? Hold
I don't know.
on.
Me spell now.
Me? So?
Imagine drinking Nuka-Cola. Sorry, I just.
You just saw that.
Yeah, I
didn't you?
just saw that. Yeah, that's how you properly spell a potato.
In all of my Fallout runs, I've never drunken a Nuka-Cola.
I collect Nuka-Cola
even a Nuka-Cola.
Quantums.
I didn't even drink the Nuka-Cola Quantums. I always sold them.
No. I kept them on hand because I rarely ever went to stores, right? Because the moment anything happens, right, I do the cheese wheel strat from Skyrim, except with Nuka-Cola. I just inhale Nuka-Cola because I don't care about Nuka-Cola, not even for selling. That was worthless to me. This is only worthwhile as a quick buff. In which case, I will kick someone's shins in almost immediately.
I never told you about my drug dealer character, did I?
Wait, what? Which
Okay,
one?
Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, right? This was my first time playing
Apollo?
Fallout.
Hold up. Apollo just typed in some of the lyrics from Johnny Guitar. Hold up. I'm out Apollo 100.
Stay
Stay out of my chat with
Anyways.
that.
Anyways, so the first time playing Fallout, and I didn't realize that, you know, oh,
Big
these
iron
medical
supremacy.
these medical things have weight. Halfway through the game, I have something of the order of like 70 of every drug.
Oof.
My inventory. And I was just like, why am I moving so slow? I'm not even carrying any weapons or armor. What the hell? And then finally, like, my friend who lent me the game in the first place was like, have you tried looking at your aid column? And I'm like, no? What's in my aid column?
Oh. You open it and it's the freaking, what is it? It's the Pulp Fiction briefcase scene.
Well, you don't understand, because not only was, you know, was it drugs, but every animal I had skinned and gotten meat from.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Goosebumps. No. You had stopped talking right as the music had stopped for a second.
Oh,
Like right as like the music did like a stop and then restart kind of thing.
I see.
Oh my god, that was... Oh, someone needs to clip that. Clip it!
Not only had I neglected to, you know, sell my skins and the meat that I had gotten, but I had neglected to, you know, sell practically fucking everything.
So I go back.
Including junk! I didn't...
Once again, I go back and repeat. The Pulp
Yes.
Fiction briefcase scene.
Yes.
The what?
In Pulp Fiction, the MacGuffin is a briefcase that everybody is after.
Who wrote a strange one fine day.
And there is a scene where, you know, dude opens the briefcase and there's just light shining out from it. We never get to see what's in there. And it's a meme of just like, ah yes, what's in the briefcase? What do you think is in the briefcase?
Probably drugs.
Probably.
He's an outlaw,
Um,
running came the whisper from each lip. Here to do some business with a big iron. Big iron on his head. Sorry, what?
Anywho, so
Apollo's putting in all the lyrics to Big Iron.
anyways, I went through and I was like, okay, well, how do I get rid of all this stuff? Because I had just been picking up every fucking item on the map. Everything.
Apollo, it's no
From the
longer
last-
entertaining because now you're just copy and pasting.
From the last typewriter to the last fucking fork I could find.
Oh no.
Ooh. Ooh.
And so I went through the arduous process of visiting every single trader and cleaning them out of their caps.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I still didn't have enough to buy a fucking gun, though. Those things are fucking expensive.
Okay, Apollo, this is your first and last warning. Stop, please. Anyways, God, it's 2 hour and 44 minute mark has been achieved. Damn you, sing it. No. That's restricted for like 1,000 followers, and I do like a, I don't know, karaoke stream or something.
You should learn how to sing and do a cover. Like I know JonTron had a Firework.
Yeah.
And
Atris sing it.
somebody
Tired
had
sing it. I don't think. The only person
No.
here, I think, the only other person here I think would know the lyrics even somewhat is Atris.
And besides, the fan song that I've elected to sing is oh god, what is it? I don't even remember. It was something to do with Daft Punk.
Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either.
It's the robots. That's why.
Atris, have I not shown you the song covers I have saved in my DaVinci Resolve right now?
No?
I should probably have done that sooner.
Yes.
I have a lot of what is it? I have a lot of Mountain Goat songs stuck in there right now. And Perfume by Lovejoy in there. Which neither of you probably know. Besides Mountain Goats, because I've spieled too much about them.
You did.
Listen, they're good. I love them. And now TikTok
found an artist.
TikTok is getting too much.
I found an artist, and a lot of their songs just screams.
Mhm.
Just screams what?
Like Xena, like
Oh, I see.
All right. I think that's it for today.
All right. I got the cheese wheels off my chest.
Yeah.
God, what did we talk about? Times I've cheated death, cheese wheels, Kenshi, Lego games,
Talked about quite a
Nuclear
bit.
PlayStation
aircraft.
15. Yes, that.
I tried to talk about nuclear aircraft.
Listen,
Yeah,
you've already done
most of us
nuclear
just shot it down.
trains. We already
Listen,
tried to
I
do
will not be
nuclear
happy
trains.
until I've done planes, trains, and automobiles.
I think the conversation ended at trains, Chief. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
Because if you make the argument of nuclear cars, right, you're just gonna get the Fallout universe. That's all you're gonna get, Chief. Anyways.
Well, nuclear cars don't have to run off of nuclear, an actual nuclear reactor in the boot. It just has to charge from a nuclear reactor.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been Sora, Fired, and Atris.
And Velasque.
I hope you've had a wonderful day or night. I hope you continue to have a wonderful day or night. And this has been Sora and the Lost Topic Gang, signing off for the night.
Yup. Bye-bye.
Ew.